Hi everybody, Steve Degnan, former Chief HR Officer, with a quick take today on management by walking around. Appropriate since I'm out walking around with my colleague here. And thank you, Bob, for suggesting this. Bob's a former colleague and was a great mentor of mine over the years. It did this practice himself pretty well. So management by walking around means getting out of your office, if you have one, and getting out amongst your people and talking to them. And it's a good thing. Why is that? Because it makes your people feel seen. And as long as you're not micromanaging while you're doing it, it's making them feel valued and like you're approachable, and you're making them feel like they count, because they do. And it's a good thing, generally speaking. And some examples of this. And I'll tell you, I was good at this when I was very junior. I was an officer in the Army. And as a soldier and a leader of soldiers, if you're not managing by walking around, you're doing it wrong. It's implicit. I also came up in manufacturing and distribution, doing some supervision, and I practiced it there consciously. You got to be out amongst the people. My friend Bob, I mentioned, says that there's too many filters between managers and their people. So being around them is a good way to find out what's really happening. And over the years, I've seen some other people do this really well. Probably the best at this was the head of supply chain at Purina, Marty Tendler, who did management by walking around with his own team, of course, but actually did it in the whole company. I was honored to be on his circuit, and he'd frequently stop by my office. And if Marty came around, you were certain that several things were going to happen. Thing number one was there was going to be some humor, and a lot of it. Thing number two, you'd exchange some intel about all things happening. And the third thing is you would always be left with his signature phrase of the day, which was "thanks for coming in," which was said kind of in a smart alecky way, making you think like maybe he was surprised you were even there. Anyway, management by walking around, it's a good thing. Those of you in leadership roles should do it. The more senior you get, the nicer the offices get, and they get hard to leave. Take it from me. So do that a little bit, especially if you're a leader. But even at lower levels, even if you're not a boss yet, walking around and connecting with people is a good thing, especially in these days when we're remote. And I'm not going to get into how to conquer that if you're stuck behind a computer screen, but use your best MacGyver tricks and figure that out.